Cool. All right, let's go.
And we're live. Welcome back to Tipsy Whiskey Shenanigans. Cheers.
Uh,
Thank you, everyone, for making it. Hey,
Hello,
Bud.
everybody.
Hey, Bruno. I know you want all the attention already.
Thanks for having me back,
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah, well, I almost thought about kicking off the live stream channel forever, but
Ooh,
it
harsh.
just didn't sit right. Nah.
Yeah, that's right. You
Missed
need
you, man.
me. Yeah, no, it's yeah, life's busy as per se, but yeah, good to be back. Good to be chilling. Looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Nice new hat, buddy.
I blame my lateness because of not you this time. That was entirely on me. I barely made it on time.
Oh, I literally went from meeting to this, so I was like, okay, end and enter and go.
Dude, yeah, this is the new way life is. But yeah, welcome. Sorry guys, I need to decompress for a sec and just acknowledge we're on this place, or else I feel like I've been running around all day, and I totally have. So I'm like, we're finally done. We're gonna sit down and get drunk for a little bit. So sit
Fair
back,
enough, man.
relax. You guys have a solid 45, 50, 55, no more than 55 minutes of just watching me and him create a shit show.
Oh yeah.
So
Steven
cheers.
Shit Show.
Welcome everyone. Cheers.
Huh.
That's weird. I always thought it showed your name.
What do you mean?
I'm not learning how to do whatever. That's neither here nor there. Whatever. Cheers, Paul M. Thanks for coming in. Sugar Kitty in the house. We are drinking whiskey today. Sorry.
That's right.
Dude, I feel way off right now.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
I've got glare like no other on the camera right
Dude,
now.
it's okay. It is what it is. My camera looks fantastic. My service, on the other hand, not so great. But, no matter what, our service always, or our pictures look relatively similar. Like, you're way more whitewashed than I always am, but we're both very pixelated. Although that glare is pretty insane.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. That's a little bit better.
Yeah, but then I'm way you can see my window or my door.
Do you want me to back up so we're kind of on the same level?
Well, no, because I also only got
hello.
I have this much headphone.
Oh, we can hear you really well now.
I'm sure you can.
Sorry, guys. We're a hot mess, dude. It literally looks like this is our first time doing this.
I think
hello,
that's how
welcome.
Every time goes.
No, ironically though, this time we have information on the whiskey that we're talking about today, because this was sent to us by the actual company.
Nice.
So I have very documented, detailed press release information regarding every single one we're going to get into today, which is a weird thing for us because usually it's a total shit show and we know nothing about the whiskey. But let's move on past how we're a nightmare and how it looks like we're still trying to figure out this whole YouTube thing after a year and a half.
How do you YouTube again?
Yeah. How do you do this stuff? So
YouTube, internet and stuff.
What's new to you in the world of whiskey, Alec? It's been 2 weeks. So what's changed? What have you tried?
Well, so one day Shelby and I, are coming back from doing some errands, and she's like, "I want to get Chick-fil-A." We go get some Chick-fil-A, and I get an Arnold Palmer. And when we come back to the house, I decide to mix a little whiskey into it, right? So I mix a little bit of the knob, or no, it was Wild Turkey 101 the first time. And she tried a little bit and she was like, wow, I really like this. So now every time that we go to Chick-fil-A, it's Arnold Palmer. And currently, what we picked up from Costco, a big old bad knob. So,
okay.
A little bit of a fun time. And I never realized, but the Chick-fil-A, they actually have pulpy lemonade, so it's got a little extra to it, which I think is why it's a decent mixed drink to have.
A little thickness.
Yeah, a little thick, a little mucus in there,
Oh, gross. Okay. you went from something where it's I thought it was going to be kind of sexual undertones, and then you just got gross, diseased undertones.
I think mucus is extremely sexy. Thank you very much.
Okay, we're ending this conversation. Time now. We got Fiona Beasley in the house. Morning, all.
Morning.
Shit shows are awesome. Yep, that's pretty much what we specialize in.
Yep.
Yep, we run this shit show. So, new for me in the world of whiskey. I don't really, man. I've just been an alcoholic recently. I've been trying to. So, a small tangent. This tangent we're at 5 minutes, and since we have to stay on schedule right now, this will not last more than 5 minutes. But so for the wedding, part of the tablescapes, Olivia wants a bunch of empty bottles. So I've just been, instead of buying a bunch of bottles like I normally do, I've just been killing bottles.
Okay.
So,
and by tablescape, you mean like it's just a centerpiece for the seating?
I think so. I don't know. This is it's more of an Olivia kind of question, but yeah. So I've been just kind of drinking bottles instead of trying to buy new bottles. So I've been drinking a lot.
Nice.
Working a lot. There's been a huge change in my life, but that's like an off-camera conversation.
Oh, interesting.
I'm not ready for it to be on camera, so we'll get into that later.
Wait, do I know about this or no?
No.
Oh.
Right now, I'm pretty sure it's between like me and Olivia and whoever else Olivia told. I've told no one. So.
Well, we have to talk afterwards then.
Yes. But okay. So grab your glasses, folks. Tell me what you're drinking. What the hell are you drinking tonight? What the heck? Sorry, I apologize. No, I don't.
What the heck are we
apologize.
drinking tonight,
Steve? Yeah, what the heck are you drinking? I am pre-gaming with some Del Bach because we are getting into a bunch of, we're going to start it off with, let's see, Iowa single malt. So we're doing, one of these is a cask strength rye. The other one is a blended malt and a blended American malt. And then another one's an American single malt. Okay. That is cask strength. So I kind of started off, since we're going to start getting into this live stream with single malts, I pre-gamed with a single malt, nice. A little control, I guess.
Okay.
If you would. So, Alec, go ahead.
I probably would have actually grabbed Del Bach too, but that's okay. Yeah. Knob Creek does the job.
My bad. Knob Creek, it's still like this one we're starting off with. We're going up in proof.
Okay.
So the one we're starting off with is the American Vatted malt. It is 105 proof. Did I write down on the labels which one's which?
I've got A, B, and actually, you may have wrote it down on the tiny piece of paper.
Hey, dude, paper is expensive.
Yes, you did write it down there. Okay, so we're doing which one first? We're doing the.
Did I go Vatted malt, single malt, and then the Dad's Hat rye?
Oh, okay. I totally grabbed the blind. Okay.
Did you dump any of them?
No. I was
Welcome to the shit show, guys.
Hey, man, we're all doing good here. Yeah. Okay. All right. So we're doing the.
So for to kick it off, we're getting into the Vatted malt. So for those viewers, so they're kind of caught up with us. I give Alec a huge bag filled with a bunch of blinds usually when he comes down here. And yeah, sometimes it'd be like that. Yeah. Like I wasn't even sure we were gonna pull off this live stream because you're like, dude, which ones are they?
Oh, so here's my tangent, Kay. So when I went and helped Steve move 3 weeks ago, he gave me a new bag, right? And I put the bag in my truck along with all the other crap. Yeah, right. But I put it in my truck along with everything else that we were bringing back from that trip, right? And then I get home and I'm like looking for the bag and I'm like, where is it? I don't know where it's at. And he's like, yeah, it should be in a Ziploc bag when we were doing the move. And I was like, oh no. And yep, Lord behold, I left that bag of 6 different sample bottles in my truck for the last 3 weeks. So I might have a tang on some of these that Steven doesn't.
A little, something,
a little extra fermentation, you might say.
Maybe. I don't think that's how that works. But, I barely passed high school. Got Mr. Lopez in the house. Cheers, man. Thank you for showing up, hanging out. So what's everyone drinking tonight?
You already asked.
What are we getting into? I know, but no one, not a single soul posted in chat. So we're not moving forward until someone tells me what they're drinking tonight. Probably
I'm
not. That's
drinking
probably not gonna
a
happen.
Vatted Malt, actually, Steve.
It's like, what if I just sat here and I stared down the camera while I waited?
I don't know. I'd probably probably go find something else to do.
Okay.
I'd be like,
So,
I got chores. I got things I can go do. I'm gonna go pull weeds right now. You know.
dude, yeah, I need to too. The rain is kind of a pain in the ass now that I own a house because I'm like, oh, I gotta pull weeds now
Yep. Yeah.
because the weeds
Not
grow
fun.
back so quick, so damn
Oh, yeah.
quick. Okay,
Okay.
so I'm gonna read off of this stuff. Lost Lantern, shining a light on the independent spirit. So independent spirit bottlers are usually like they're like companies that basically source whiskey and then they bottle it underneath their own label.
Yeah.
And that's a huge thing in the Scotch world. Like independent bottlers will
Okay.
pay, like, say, they'll source a barrel from Brooklady and they'll slap their name on it and create a product. It's kind of like blending Scotch in a way, but not really blending. And it's more of like, I would say, what's a good way to put it to in the terms of American? It's more of like single barrel picks in a way, but they're
Okay.
putting their own label on them.
Right. Like
It's not a
they have
a
some
huge thing
hand in the process. It's just the minimal hand, basically.
yeah, it's they're basically doing single barrel picks, but they're putting their own label on it because it's not really a big thing in the United States because there's things like single barrel programs, so you don't really see an independent bottler. But Lost Lantern is so far, again, you guys know me, I've done very minimal research, but they're an independent bottler of American spirits. Is Shelby just listening to the shit show?
She she just stuck her head out from the master bedroom with a fat glass of wine and just goes and walks back in.
Yep, that's where we're all at today. So,
yeah, good stuff. Ugh.
Lost
All right.
Lantern is an independent bottler of American whiskey. Our friend Norman Galen spent a year traveling across the United States in search of great whiskey, hunting whiskey, blah, blah, the best whiskey. Okay, that's a bunch of cool. What would it be called? Like, not propaganda because it's not. Like what's it when you write like a biography or something?
When you write
Not a biography, like a
like an
so like
autobiography?
so they're saying like our founders blah 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 traveled across the United States to pick amazing whiskey. Like what would that be called? Like if you put that
Like a paperback kind of thing, like when an author kind of tells the story like behind
yeah, but like
behind the story.
the part of the whiskey label where it's always
Oh,
like
I don't know,
we
man.
hunted through the oldest recipes. Basically, that's a bunch of like that
Their mission
stuff.
statement, I guess.
Yeah, I guess whatever they want to call it. I mean,
Yeah.
I think it's a cool idea, but I don't really care to get too deep into it.
Yeah.
Which ones? This is not. This is their whiskey. Jeez, I'm almost replacing the Del Bach with the American Vatted Malt. Okay, so Vatted Malt edition number 1 is one of the first blends of American single malt ever made in the United States. More than that, it represents a whiskey world's true spirit and collaboration of harmony we brought together. Okay, I just want to read the actual stats. Okay, Vatted Malt edition number 1 is a 12-barrel blend of single malt whiskeys from 6 distilleries, Balcones and Waco, Texas. Literally the only reason to ever visit Waco, Texas. Unless if you're the ATF. Deep
Fair
cut,
enough.
but
Fair.
yeah.
Wait. So this is Texas whiskey is also included in this?
So this is a blend of 12 barrels from 6 different American single malt distilleries. So it's Balcones in Waco, Texas, which they're the ones who make those 2 bottles, which are 2 fantastic American single malts. Copperworks in Seattle, Washington have yet to try them. Santa Fe Spirits in Santa Fe, New Mexico. Haven't tried those. 888 in Nantucket, Massachusetts. Haven't tried them. Westward in Portland, Oregon. Love them. Have a bunch of their stuff right
So we're 2 for
down
5
here,
currently.
I think. And then Virginia Distillery Co. in Lovingston. L-O-V. Oh, yeah, that would be Lovingston, Virginia.
Yes. So
you know, words ain't my strong set.
no, they're not. Okay, so we're saying that 2 of the 6 distilleries we've tried basically for this blend. Okay, that'll be interesting because if we are able to pick out the actual notes we know, that'll be interesting.
So not reading their notes. Proof 105, age 2 years, SRP $120.
Damn.
Seems like a lot,
Yeah,
but
a little
and then the rest is non-chill filtered, no color added, things of that nature.
bit. Okay. All right. So getting on the nose then.
Got Bourbon Bill in the house. Cheers, man. Nice to see you. It's been a while. Yeah, sorry, Sugar Kitty. We kind of stole your job.
Okay. So I'm definitely getting a lot of strawberry.
Oh, I want to kind of see. So I have their tasting notes, so I want to see what ours are, and then we'll compare theirs.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I do kind of get the strawberry and dog hair.
I don't think that was intended. No dog hair in the whiskey, man. Get that out.
You know what, Alec? I'm just gonna rip off the Band-Aid. So
Oh God.
I did a thing.
Oh,
Ready?
no. Oh God. Okay.
Are you ready for this?
No, but go for it.
Dude, I decided, I was like, it just looks bad. So I was like, I'm just gonna do it. And
Dude,
I did it.
Oh my God. Wow.
Yep.
Well,
I'm not used to it yet.
well, I'm
a
sure
weird
you
look.
kind of expected this, but you look like your dad, dude.
I know.
You
When I
look
did
so
it,
much like your dad
I
right
was like,
now.
holy shit, I look so much like my father now. And on top of that, now like growing in the facial hair actually kind of looks good.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I actually totally agree. I think that once the hair comes off the top, it's got to come in on the face, no matter what it is.
Yeah. So I'm bald
Hey,
now,
you know what?
guys.
I'm proud of you, man. I'm glad to see it. It looks good. I'm sure that you're waxing. You've got to be waxing it, right?
No.
Oh, dude.
No, I got one of those things that goes like.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. All right. All right. Chat people. Let's give it up. Who says yay or nay to Bald Steve?
Yay or nay?
Yay
I mean,
or nay to Bald Steve?
I can't remember the last time I filmed a video not wearing a hat, though.
Yes. I mean, if you hadn't taken off the hat, I wouldn't have noticed. Also, you keep your sides super short anyway, so I would.
We're well
it's hard
used
to tell.
to.
Yeah.
Strawberry. It's malty. Sorry, weird transition, guys.
Yeah.
It is oddly so cool though. Like it's gonna be a problem during the winter, but like during the summer, like I got that fan blowing right there, and it's just like so cooling.
Well, now you just got to commit to the beanie game. Okay, you're a bald man.
That's true.
Beanie game strong, right?
But yeah,
I like it, man. I do like it. Okay, so we got strawberry, malty.
Dude, there's so much dog hair. Is it like on the mic or something?
I don't know, man.
Every time I go to like sniff, I'm like getting like hair on me. I'm going crazy.
Maybe that, or you just need to take a lint roller to like the studio before you film.
Yeah. Well, I don't let Oliver in here. Sorry, Sugar Kitty. Kitty. I don't. So the one time I did let him in, he like Bruno came in and like kind of attacked him a little bit. Not like attack, but Bruno likes to put his whole mouth around Oliver. And Bruno's mouth is like a third the size of Oliver. So like it's just too much. And like at some point he gets like over it and like he tries running away and he knocked over a bunch of bottles on like the bottom shelf.
Ooh.
Trying to get away from Bruno. And I was like, oh my God. And then he jumped up here in like this little middle thingy right here.
Yeah.
And just sat there. And I was like, okay, you're going to go to your little cat tree and you're going to stay there and stay away from my whiskey bottles.
Yeah.
Because I've already broken a lot of stuff on this tile. I'm thinking about getting gym mats in here.
You should. You absolutely should.
Just so I don't break any more bottles of whiskey. Because I've already broke one on the move. And then I broke a sample bottle the other day. And those things are thick as hell. Oh, sorry, guys. Random tangent. We haven't even given notes other than malty strawberries.
Yeah. Okay, let's get back into
chocolate. I do love the idea of like a chocolate dipped strawberry.
Oh yeah, for sure.
We brought that up. So last week I did a live stream with Sean where we were coincidentally getting into American single malts. And he said he got a chocolate strawberry and then I didn't get it. I forgot which one it was. I think it was the Westward one.
Okay.
I could be wrong though. But chocolate, or I think it was the Balcones one. I'm not sure. It doesn't matter. But we ended up deciding that it was more of like a chocolate dipped strawberry candy, like those fake ones with the little strawberry wrappers.
Okay, yeah, I understand.
But this one, it's more of like a normal chocolate strawberry.
Well, I think it's because you get more strawberry than you do chocolate. Well, I think those candies kind of give more chocolate than you expect with a strawberry. You know,
Yeah.
it's got a little bit of a breadiness to it.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, like your typical like like bread
Little
cookie.
bit of like a classic leather shoe, like a nice like leathery tobacco.
I don't get tobacco, but I do give you the leather.
Like a nice cigar.
Okay, like a fresh cigar when you walk into a cigar bar and you actually like enter the room and you can just kind of like it's like
Yeah,
humid.
yeah, like the humidor, like
Yeah,
walking into a humidor almost.
yeah.
Not the cigar bar because those always smell like stale smoke, and I
Well,
can't.
yeah. Duh. All
I
right.
really like this on the nose.
I agree actually.
Ooh, what is that? Like a
Oh,
peach?
yeah, peach wrapped in
Yeah,
it.
the leather,
Yeah,
like it's like fruit leather. The like fruity fruit
fruit
leather
leather,
stuff
fruit.
comes. So that's something I get on the balcones, like
Yeah, no,
Texas. That's a
yeah,
Texasy
no,
thing.
it's extremely leathery, very tobacco-y. But yeah, there is like a nice light. I want to give you peach, but maybe more apricot, I think. But
Okay,
it's yeah,
I'll go
it's
apricot.
like kind of like a
Apricot,
fur, like the
apricot.
furry outside of the actual fruit, though. It's not necessarily the juicy inside, but it's that furry
Mhm.
outside that's got like a very like
It's like you
tangy.
took a shallow bite into it because you get a
Yeah.
little bit of that like bright juiciness, but you get more of that earthy outside, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
Looking like your father is your grandfather's revenge on you, maybe. Summer goes TVing. Don't get sunburned. Yep, I know, right?
That is something you have to worry about now.
Military can't tell. I know, right? I mean, that hopefully the freaking drill sergeant hat still fits.
Oh, it will. I think
Well,
that
like
you'll be fine.
comfortably.
Yeah.
Like the hair was a nice little buffer zone. Now it's just going to be like cardboard
Well, now you're gonna
smack
have like
me.
actual indentations in your head.
Yeah, it definitely will. No, I already get it from like my headset at work.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
Yeah. As long as he broke scotch and not bourbon. No, so far he didn't break any. The only one that got broke over, I tipped over, and it was a rum finished rye, which is a damn shame because that would have been a crushable fall whiskey.
Wait, what rye was it?
It was the what is it? The Doc
Oh,
Swansons.
I actually do like that
Yeah,
one.
I mean, on the bright side, it was. I'm going to say this, and it's going to be like, what? That's like not a cheap bottle, but it was only a $40 bottle. So
Yeah,
in
okay.
comparison to some of the bottles that could have
Right.
gotten like broken, like no love lost there.
Yeah.
Yep, leather and tobacco. Yeah, I always pretty much get leathery tobacco.
Well,
It's
I
like kind
think
of like one ominous note.
yeah, but I think as far as like this being a blend, the nose is more of a blended flavor profile, but the palate it's got a lot of that leather and tobacco from Balcones, and then I'm not sure what the others necessarily should have, but as far as like the uh what was the one from Portland again? Remind me.
Westward.
Yeah, the Westward. Westward was really fruity, so I think that those two flavors are coming through strong.
The Sagamore rum finished. I have the cognac finished one, and I freaking love that. I still need to do a review on that. Man, I got like 7 bottles I need to review. I'm so freaking backlogged. Slap some SPF 15 on that. Yep. Dude, I've been putting lotion on it, all sorts of things.
Yeah, we got to get the lavender
Yeah.
so it smells good, right?
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
No, that's a bit much.
No.
It's hard to keep up with the releases. Yeah, they've seemingly released a lot of stuff. I mean, as far as I'm tracking, it's pretty much all just MGP. So there's not really a end to the limits or like a limit to what you can buy with MGP, it seems. So,
Yeah.
they keep releasing. MGP keeps on making
them
more
out.
whiskey. Or I guess Ross and Squib, there's something like that now.
Yeah.
Why the rebranding? Not a freaking clue. But the cognac is fire, as well as the Calvados Sagamore. Oh, that's a tequila finished one.
Ooh, that
Ooh.
sounds good.
Oh, Alec,
Hmm.
this would be something that interests you. Sorry to run over you. 4-Leaf Whiskey. Go ahead and subscribe to her. She does Irish whiskey reviews.
Ooh, I like it.
I see she did a review over, what was it? 2 Stacks. I could be wrong. Put it in chat if I'm wrong about that one. But 2 Stacks, cash strength. It's like a Total Wine Irish whiskey, or it's an Irish whiskey you can find at Total Wine, and it's like $40 or $50 last time I checked, and it's like a cash strength Irish. So
I do love
kind
a
of
cash Irish.
I know, right? So I was like, should I get that? Because I do kind of want to get a little bit more Irish, because the Irish is pretty much Green Spot, and then I guess that Peaky Blinders bottle.
Yes, which I still want to try.
Yeah. I mean, nothing to write home about.
Well, I don't know if
the bottle's way cooler looking than anything else.
Obviously. I don't know if it's at your Costco right now, but last time I went to Costco, they had Redbreast there for, I think, 42.
Ooh, no. For here, it's at 49. And I'm like,
the Redbreast 12?
Yeah, it's $49.99. And I've thought about getting it because I know that's an insane deal for it. That being said, I is poor right now. So
that's fair.
Or I'm trying not to spend money on whiskey.
Steve, I'm going to bring Shelby into the picture real quick because I want her to see. Okay, well, don't get in the picture, but look at Steve's head.
Why don't you just tell her to go look on
I tried.
Freaking
she has the child. She
YouTube.
can't do that right now.
It's called multitasking, Shelby.
Yeah.
Get it together.
Yeah, that's a shaved head, isn't it?
That looks good, Steven.
Thanks.
Oh, there's Levi. Ooh. It's all good here, people. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep. Me and Levi are like best buds now. We got the same haircut.
You do? Actually, no. He's got a little more hair than you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay.
But anyway.
At least I can use my arms.
Yeah. You know, he can use them.
Is he getting better at it?
Oh, dude. He pulls all the girls' hair and he doesn't let go of any of my shirts now. It's like Instagrab and then it's holding on until the end. It's pretty great.
I mean, I was going to call him a player, but that's kind of a little abusive to be pulling women's hair. So,
yes.
not a great start, but...
Hey, you know, yeah, we're going to move on. Moving on.
Sorry. Sorry. Okay. So to get back to the level of whiskey, sorry guys, we're idiots. It is what it is. This is what you signed up for.
Thing,
2 Stacks is 65% cash strength Irish whiskey with a 2%. Ooh. So I still need to watch your review. So don't tell me how it is, or else I'm gonna never watch your review because there's so many channels I'm subscribed to. But if your review is very good, I potentially might buy it.
So he'll probably buy it.
Yeah, so I'll probably go out and buy it. I don't know, man. I'm trying to save money. Independent Joe in the house. Cheers. Cheers. If we don't have any scheduling difficulties next week, me and Alec will be doing our monthly blind off.
All right.
With Independent Joe.
Because
that's what he likes to do. So I was like, hey, come on and do, our little kind of essentially knockoff Poor Guesses. That's exactly what it is. It's a live streamed Poor Guesses.
Where he'll probably do better than both of us, but we will do better getting drunk.
I went on his live stream when I was at like full peak, like right before I left, and I was like borderline alcoholic, drinking all the time. And I think he beat me by 1. So, and like I was trying, I was taking it actually serious. Like I had a note, like a pen and a notepad, and I was like, let's freaking do this thing.
Nice.
And maybe that made it like harder, but that's neither here nor there. Okay. So let's not worry about the price point on these things, because the price point on this, 120, 110, 90. Okay, 90 I can abide by, but like
Okay. We're going.
120 for this seems to be a bit much.
Yeah, I mean, it's not bad. I think it's a good whiskey.
It's good.
Yeah, but I think that the nose I think is kind of a 120, but I think the palate isn't the 120 level. If I had to
Yeah,
say.
I would say the nose is really great, but the palate's where it kind of falls short. The
It just
palate's
tastes
not
like,
as complex as the
yeah,
nose.
yeah. It's leathery and it's a little peachy, apricot-y, but it's not blended unique, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, I would have thought, I mean, that's kind of something you got to think of though. Like, because when we were doing the blend off, we would notice, like, hey, sometimes you do blends and you get fantastic noses, but poor palates. Like, maybe they just focus more on the nose. Like, the person blending this is a fantastic nose and they really good at it, but the palate they care less about, so on and
Right.
so forth. I lean heavier on the palates because I think palate's the most important thing.
Yeah.
Because I know one of those people who's going to drink it and spit it out. That's called wasting.
That is what it is.
I ain't none. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know why I talk like that sometimes. Hanging AZ, thanks for posting that. If you guys haven't, which I'm sure you have if you're watching this shit show, because he's much better at doing live streams than we are, Independent Joe, go ahead and subscribe to him. He's fantastic. And we tied. But I'm pretty sure like we tied on like a, what would it be called? Like an asterisk?
Like
it's
technicality.
like a technicality.
Okay.
So, I still give it to him. I think he beat me. Are you ready to get on to the next one? Because I know we got to keep a huge schedule and we got like 20 minutes left.
Okay. Are we doing Dad's Hat or are we doing Cedar Ridge next?
Cedar Ridge.
Cedar Ridge? Is this the rye?
No. So this is Iowa single malt whiskey finished in sherry casks.
Ooh, I do love me a sherry.
Dang, that does sound fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying not to drink all this so I can drink it later.
I always try to leave a
If it's
little
good.
bit so that I can have it afterwards, because then I'm just like actually like really diving into it.
And just enjoying it instead of talking and all that
But,
jazz.
but then at the same time, I only leave enough for like maybe one good sip. And then I'm like, damn it, I want more.
Okay. So while Alec pours that, I'm going to read. So this was a 2-year. Oh, geez. This is not written properly, right? I'm going to read it verbatim and you tell me if this sounds right. It doesn't sound right to me. This single malt. Oh, wait. No, it is written right. I'm dumb. This single malt was aged for 2 years in American oak, then finished in 2 years. Then finished for 2 years in a 500-liter sherry butt imported from Jerez.
Did you say
Spain.
a sherry butt?
Yeah, sherry butt. B-U-T-T.
Okay.
That's what basically sherry casks are.
Yeah, no, I figured that much. I didn't realize that we referred to them as butts.
This is, I think the hole that they dump the whiskey into a barrel, I'm pretty sure that's called the bunghole.
Dude, no.
I shit you not.
No.
I'm 90%. That's like the accurate terminology.
So
someone who's more informed than me, post that in chat, yay or nay. But
so when one of the distillers is had a little too much and he's walking through and he's like, you know what, man, I'm gonna go over, I'm gonna just drink a little out of the bunghole. That's a thing.
Yep, he takes his whiskey thief and he puts it in the bunghole.
All right, bunghole it is. I like it.
Right in the bung.
Right in the bung.
And Hanging AZ is pouring some Lost Monarch. Dude, fantastic bottle. Fantastic bottle. Oh, did you finally get around to benchmark?
Me?
No, I'm talking Hanging AZ.
No, fair. I will say, actually, one other thing that I did try lately was I went back to the Trader Joe's rye that I've mentioned before, and I remember I didn't give it like a great review. I basically rep Trader Joe's on this freaking channel, but
the high rye bourbon? That's a bourbon, dude. Well, that's not a rye.
But it's the closest thing to a rye I've bought lately. Anyway, but I grabbed it.
I mean, it's summer.
Yeah, but I grabbed it the other day and I was like, it's not the most terrible thing. I think that it's a really good start for the night because of how flavorful it is and how just like it's just a good intro. I think it gets you in the rye mood. I think really well.
You just buy a bunch of Trader Joe's stuff because it's convenient. Because you guys go to Trader Joe's to shop, and it's like budget whiskey that's
Yes.
just convenient there. But if you're going to spend that kind of money, it would almost just be better to just get like a Wild Turkey 101.
Well, that's the thing though, is that they basically have their line, and then they have above their line, and above their line is usually Angel's Envy. There's usually some kind of I don't know. There's a couple. They actually have a good amount of scotches there, and then they have some bourbons, but they're nothing like crazy. But they're all overpriced, so I'm like, I'm not gonna buy that. I'm gonna buy the Trader Joe's stuff. Now it's when we go to Costco. That's when I come in and I'm like, get it.
There we go. You see, that's how you get it done.
Yeah. Anyway, back to what we were talking
Independent
about.
Joe, Benchmark Foolproof and me do not agree. I don't know what it is. A lot of people saying they absolutely love that. For me, it's just too much ethanol. That's basically about it. Like I just can't get behind it. I don't mind the flavors coming off of it. It's a bit aggressive for me. But I divert. No, that's not the right term. No, not divulge. I digress. There we go. And we get back into this.
Also, on the on the nose, tell me if you get dill.
Oh, I haven't even smelled it yet. I'm still trying to like do the right thing. And okay, so this is 115.3 proof, SRP 110. It's 4 years old, 2 years in American oak, and then 2 years in sherry. Mash bill is 100% malted barley. And it is from Cedar Ridge by Lost Lantern. Or it's from Lost Lantern by Cedar Ridge, however you want to call that.
I think it would be by Cedar. Wait.
So Cedar Ridge made it, but the labeling, so the independent bottler, so the labeler and bottle is Lost Lantern, but it's from Cedar Ridge.
Okay, cool. Sweet. All on the same page. All right.
Ooh. So what were you saying about the nose? I like this.
Dill. At the end, dill.
I can get behind that. It's earthy.
But there's like a significant
graham cracker.
I can give you the graham cracker.
Is that pomegranates?
No.
There's a red fruit in there.
Maybe not pomegranates, but something more like
raspberries.
Yes, I think raspberries are more on par because it's still kind of light. It's not super dark red fruit, but it's like a lighter red fruit, I think.
Yeah, there's a weird sour fruit because I always get sourness on raspberries though, or like zingy.
Yeah, especially if you get them like fresh and you like take a bite. Very zingy. Okay. Still standing by the dildo.
Which cask can be filled or emptied, or slang for the beehole? LOL. Okay. I did not. So Hanging AZ says I did not get the bonded yet, but I am going to get one. Okay. Snozberries. Yep, the snozberries taste like snozberries. Or what is it again? It's been so long since I've seen that movie.
Yeah. He's licking the window. He's over there going.
Oh, PC battery is running low. Oh, shit.
Uh-oh.
Probably plug in the computer.
That would be wise. Actually, that reminds me if I should. Now we're good. Okay. I actually have to like check my computer battery now because for a while there, I mostly just used it for Whiskey Channel. And then if I ever like wanted to do some research or something, but now it's like I do schoolwork on it as well. So I have to have it plugged in pretty regularly.
I like the nose on this. There's like a spicy cinnamon, like an oaky, a nice like raspberry graham cracker.
Well, I like that it's subtle. All the flavors are subtle. None of it is like really straightforward or like, harsh. It's just very blended well. This one compared to the first one, way more of like an actual transitional blend.
There's a nice bit of like honey on it all too. Well, this is a single malt, so this isn't a blend, but this is a way more cohesive flavor profile.
Okay, yeah, agreed.
Palate?
Palate it is.
Ooh. Okay. 110, still a little pricey. That being said,
Ooh, that is hot.
for you, for me, I mean, it's a huge cinnamon, like cinnamon apples, like
No.
cinnamon red hots.
Yes, but like compared to the first one, way hotter.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's like 10 proof points higher. Oh, my God.
Mm.
What is that fruit?
Mm-hmm.
It's not raspberries anymore, but it's like it's cinnamon apples, red hots, vanilla, a little graham crackeriness, and there's a fruit about mid palate.
I kind of. Does it kind of taste like papaya? I feel like I have a lot more papaya nowadays, so maybe that's just why I'm thinking of it. But it has like a weird, like not super, like semi-tropical dark fruit, which is
Yeah,
why I'm thinking papaya.
I would say it's definitely tropical.
Yeah,
I don't know what
papaya.
papaya
Yeah,
tastes like, so I couldn't say one way
it's
or
really
the other.
sweet, but it's like imagine like how juicy watermelon is, but then imagine it has way more of like a raspberry or like I don't know, it doesn't taste like raspberry, but it kind of has like a raspberry taste to it.
What if we just say it's like a tropical fruit punch?
Tropical fruit punch sounds good to me.
I'll go with that. But
Yeah.
dude, I'm not gonna lie. So 110, I don't know if I would love spending that much money on this because it's hard for me to spend over like $70 or $80 on a bottle of whiskey. That being said, is pretty damn good.
Mm.
Or are you in another boat? You're not a huge fan of it?
No, I like it.
I like this a lot.
I think I like it because of how strong that palate is.
It's spicy.
You know?
There's a huge punch of cinnamon on that.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah. No, and I think it also works really well because it folds that into the proof, but it doesn't really get you until the end. You know, like starting off really dark fruit, tropical, and then it kind of boldly moves into that like spicy, cinnamony finish. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I get you. So 110. Are you a buy or not a buy?
I think I'm more a buy on this than I was on the Vatted malt.
Oh yeah, hands down.
Yeah.
This, if this was $100 and it was readily available on the shelves, I would buy it. Like if I could go to Total Wine and someone gave me a sample of this, I would definitely buy it for like 100. 110, I'd be like, and that's me in my current thought process. If I was like, hey, I just want to buy a new bottle, I would be willing to buy this for 110. Yeah. I like this. I like this a lot. I think it's super complex, spicy, has a lot of like character and profile to it.
Mm-hmm.
It's in a way, definitely interesting.
It feels like if you took like a Wild Turkey 101 or a Knob Creek and then you just decided to throw a lot of fruit and a lot of like complexity into it. Because it has like I think the finish is really similar to Wild Turkey or Knob Creek.
It's not super malty though, which was it's interesting for like a American single malt to not be that malty.
Yeah.
At that high of proof. Got Northwest Bourbon in the house. Cheers.
Cheers, Northwest.
Nice to see ya. Got David Bass in the house. Cheers. Nice to see you again. Thanks for showing up. Okay, and Alec just left. Hanging AZ says, what is your favorite sub $100 bourbon, Joe? Oh yeah, Joe said something earlier in chat about him basically only liking, or not only liking things sub 100, but primarily liking things sub 100. So yeah, I'm gonna raise the question again. You know, what's your favorite sub $100 bourbon, Joe? If not, if you don't answer that, I'm just gonna spam you with asking it when you're on the show. So take it as you will.
I love any $100 bourbon that you can put on top of Steve's head and it looks better.
Who said that? Or is that just you?
That's just me.
Oh, I hate you.
Hey, I love it, man. Okay, you should literally only promote whiskey with a bald head now. I think.
No.
Like you should have it like up against your head. Like I want it to just like mold to your face now. I want you to just wear it like a hat. Okay.
Fair enough. Not gonna happen, but sure.
Okay.
Okay.
to
So
the last
since
one?
we have like 10 minutes before we need to kill this live stream, sorry guys, it's a shorter live stream, but you know, maybe next week we'll run like 115. Who knows?
We'll
We'll
see.
see. I mean, let's be honest. We try to make them all an hour, and they always run 115. So we're just trying to make sure we end this before 7:30 because we have responsibilities. Okay, so last one. This is Dad's Hat Pennsylvania Straight Rye Whiskey. So
Pennsylvania.
this
All right.
is straight rye whiskey. Mash bill is 80% rye, 50% malted barley, and 5% malted rye. Oh, so it's an 85% rye mash bill and 15% malted barley, but 5% of that rye is malted. That's weird.
Interesting.
Aged in a 53-gallon barrel for 5 years. Not reading their notes. Oh shit, we forgot to look back at their notes.
We
but
can look at all of them
whatever.
afterwards, I guess.
I know. The one time I come prepared with like real notes on things, we don't even actually fully use them.
Yeah.
Cash strength, 127 proof. Alec,
Alright.
don't
This is
drive
a hot
anywhere after this. SRP, $90. So a lot more favorable proof point. 5 years old. And then again, non-chill filtered. The rest of the information isn't really pertinent.
So,
I mean, it's important to the actual whiskey itself, but
question
no one
for you,
cares.
Steve, and for everybody in chat, actually. So, malted barley or malted rye compared to malted barley that we see pretty common in a lot of
Not a
whiskey
clue.
malts.
Not
Okay.
a clue.
Does
They're
anyone
different
know
grains.
of a malted rye that is more than 5%, maybe? Like a
So, what I do know, or what I think I know, is that rye adds spice, while barley adds a more of
like
a
ready sweet flavor.
like it more adds like a body to it. It makes it more viscous.
Okay.
It adds a thickness to the sickness.
That's
Yeah, and
delicious.
this is the cash strength rye. So we're moving from single malts and going into cash strength. I need a new Lost Monarch, or should I wait to find the cash strength? Hey, easy. Check this. What if you wait to get the cash strength and you also buy a new Lost Monarch? Because you cannot go wrong with that bottle.
Coming from the guy who just said he's trying not to buy a bunch of whiskey.
I know, right?
I was gonna say,
Come on,
preach
man.
your own, my friend. Okay. Wow. Ooh, wow. This is
very earthy.
It is very earthy. I almost got like a cleaning note, like a cleaning supply note on the end, though. Also very dilly.
Gotta like let the ethanol evaporate. It's a bit of a step moving 10 proof points up each time.
But see, this doesn't seem like it's so much hotter, at least on the nose, than we going from the Vaulted Malt to the Cedar Ridge. That was a big difference for me.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean by that.
No, this is super nice in that it's got like a really chill baking spice, and then it has some really good dill notes. Not a ton of licorice, though. It is extremely.
No, that's very unfortunate. You know how much I love that black licorice. No,
and you know how much I don't love the black licorice.
I know.
So I'm digging it.
Yeah, this is very earthy.
Yeah.
Little minty.
Maybe that's what I was getting as far
Kind
as
of grassy. It's like a minty hay in a way, but not like toothpaste mint. It's more of like an earthy mint. Like if you chewed on a mint leaf.
I don't think that
Or
works, man.
ooh, you know what?
Hmm.
Those green candies. Have you ever had those green spearmint candies? Those super thick ones that are like Circle K, that they're shaped like mint leaves, and they're like super thick gummies that just taste like spearmint. They're not good.
Okay,
But
that's
have
why
you
no
ever
one's
had
ever
one?
had one. Okay.
Okay, hey, someone put in chat if you know what I'm talking about. The
Also,
herb mint.
someone put in chat if they are even worth remotely trying, and if it's in the whiskey flavor profile, if it's worth being in the whiskey flavor profile.
Where are you at?
Me?
You know, nothing. It don't matter none. It ain't matter none at all.
Okay.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
Never do.
I'm just a dude playing the dude disguised as another dude.
Great role.
Right?
Never would happen nowadays, but great role.
Oh
back
my
then.
God, no. I mean, even rewatching it nowadays, you're like, dude, this is so inappropriate, but it's
Oh,
a
yeah.
freaking hilarious movie.
Well, yeah. Anything from like the early 2000s, that was fair game, and it
That
made sense.
Yeah, that movie all the way, even to the credits, is phenomenal. Like Tom Cruise in the fat suit going like
God.
this. It's like, come on, man.
That or
Uh,
just seeing Ben Stiller with knees bent and just firing off that M16 just with just no fucks to give. Fantastic.
hanging AZ. So I'm talking about those candies they sell at the Circle K, not a Circle K alone. You know, maybe I'm alone here. Maybe I'm just
You are
gonna
alone.
like rage quit this freaking live stream and be like, okay, you all are stupid.
All right, let's do some palette work.
Yeah, it's. I like the nose though. It's like earthy mint.
Well, I think it's nice because unlike some other ryes that are so earthy and so spicy, it's so chill. This
Ooh,
one's a very chill flavor.
what is that? Like insane, like black pepper. It's super peppery on the palate.
Ooh.
Now I'm getting pepper on the nose. Huh. Did that just break me? Maybe. Maybe not.
I don't know if it's necessary. It's like a lemon pepper.
Hanging AZ says I need to rewatch that movie. Yeah. Okay. So Northwest Bourbon knows what I'm talking about. The big gummy mint candies. Yes.
No, he said he
Yes.
doesn't know.
Oh, you don't? Oh, fuck. Come on, get it together.
Way to go,
And I was
buddy.
just about to say something nice about your channel, about how people should subscribe to you and how you're killing it. And hit me up. We should do some collaborations together. But I'm not going to say that anymore because you said no.
Wah.
You could have had the carrot, but instead you got the stick. No, I'm just kidding. Seriously, go subscribe to Northwest Suburban. He kills it. And Four Leaf Whiskey and Independent Joe. Damn, we got the whole house full.
That's right.
AZ Just the Rye. The bourbon is tough to find, and when I do, I found it that I pay $100 for it. Oh, I think we're talking about Redwood Empire. They're so good. I cannot wait to see Lost Monarch Cash Strength. I probably won't see it forever, but one day they finally just started making it.
Yeah, well, go to Napa Valley, get it from the source.
I don't even think they can find it there. It's so peppery. I wonder what their notes are, because mine's like pepper, a little bit of mint, like an earthiness.
Yeah.
And like vanilla, like a vanilla bean, like an earthy vanilla bean.
I actually kind of get like almost like a hazelnut. Would you give that?
Ooh, they get some way different notes than we do.
Okay, what do we got?
Fresh and grassy with spearmint on the nose and candied orange, chocolate, and clove on the palate. I'll give you chocolate, clove. I don't get orange.
No, I don't really get orange either. Maybe like really subtle.
like an orange zest, maybe, but it's more. I feel like it's more of like a lemon zest, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm thinking citrus,
No, I agree.
I don't know. That's me reaching though. I don't. That's why I hate reading people's like thoughts or opinions on things, because then I start reaching for things. When people are like, "Hey, you should get cinnamon on this," suddenly I'll be like, "Fuck, that's cinnamon."
Yeah. Well, but I like it when you and I give notes to each other because we can pick up on it, and it's not
Mhm.
like, oh, that's like an obvious note. Like you and I come
No,
up
I'm
with some
talking about
notes that are different.
stuff like this. That's like, hey, my whiskey should taste like this.
Yeah.
I'm talking about like distillers information. No shame to Lost Lantern. I mean, thanks for sending this stuff. I like this.
Absolutely.
I think by far my favorite is going to be the second one we tried though. That
Cedar
Cedar Ridge.
Mhm.
That stuff's so good. This
I like it
Dad's
too.
Hat, I think it's good. I think $90. Again, I would rather just pay like 70 for this. But again, the way whiskey is nowadays, I never am paying what I wish I was paying anymore. Like
Yeah.
Rare Breed used to be $40 and readily available. Now it's 55 and it's hardly ever on the shelves.
Right.
So what are you going to do, man?
Yeah. Well, I also think that it's difficult to buy whiskey just because we're living in a time where whiskey seems to go up the same as everything else, and we're just kind of like, oh, well, that
Well, I think
sucks
everything's
because
just doing that.
right. But that's the thing is, I think that when we think of alcohol, we're like, oh yeah, alcohol shouldn't go up, but it's like, yes, alcohol also
Yeah, at
goes up in
least
price.
like no matter how dark things get, at least we could still be drunk.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Yes. I want the dark times to feel less dark,
Yeah.
but they're just more dark now. Anyway, okay, so what are you rating them as?
In regards to what? What are we
Just
saying?
like 1 to 3. What's the favorite? What's the worst? What's the
1 to
middle?
3. I'm gonna go off of memory. I'm gonna go Cedar Ridge. So what we tried second, by
Mhm.
far first. This is a close one, but I think I'm gonna go the Vatted Malt second, and then the Dad's Hat.
Yeah.
But
See,
those last two are very close, where it's like dependent on the mood. I'm gonna go like so. Time now, obviously, I can't really vibe it any differently, but this American Vatted Malt, I think like during like say fall time or like wintertime when I'm heavy in a rise, because I get heavy in a rise. I just haven't been drinking them. Like I tried Rare Breed Rye because I got a second bottle of it recently for like $50. It was fantastic.
nice.
Which
Nice.
I still need to go back to that Costco to see if they have more. Because if they have more, I'm gonna buy you one and me another one.
Yes.
But yeah, that's neither here nor there. But I tried that the other day and I was like, man, this is just too much. But when it comes to like winter, that's one of my favorites. So
I
I
agree
think
with you.
it might just be the time of the year we're trying these because it's August
Yeah.
and it's still 100 degrees outside. So Dad's Hat, it's 127 proof rye whiskey. That ain't the mark, man.
Yeah, I
Let's say we
agree.
did this in December. I think I would have probably put this above that American Vatted Malt. So like these last two, any given day. But I mean, they're both really freaking good.
Yeah. No, I agree with you.
I
Pretty
didn't
much
have a single bad
to a
whiskey
T.
today.
Yeah, no, I think they're all
But
good. I think I like the Vatted Malt as like your just typical good old day drinker. Cedar Ridge is phenomenal, by far the number one though. And I agree, the Dad's Hat is just it's mood dependent. It's got such strong flavors that it's hard to kind of say I want it all the time, especially now. So
Mhm.
yeah, I agree with
Yeah.
you 100%.
If I could endorse any single bottle of whiskey to buy, I would definitely say the Cedar Ridge is worth buying. I think it's
The 110.
yeah, it's $110. Again, just like I said, I don't like buying anything at $110, but I think it's worth in today's market. I think it's worth $110.
Oh yeah. No, that's good.
It's good.
Ooh,
It's good.
I
But
agree.
outside of that, I would say at your own risk. I mean, none of them are bad, but like what's $120 or $90 or $110 to you is not what it is to me. So you decide your own. I think they're both fantastic, or all three of these were really good. I think that Cedar Ridge is definitely worth it if you're looking for anything like that. But, I hate to say this, there's also a bunch of other stuff on the shelves that I think are very comparative. Like, I think that barrel Vatted malt's probably better than this American Vatted malt they have here.
Wow. Sorry, going from what we were just tasting back to the Knob 9. So nutty.
I know, right?
But yeah.
Dude, Knob Creek is so nutty, but it's good for what it is.
Yeah, no, it is.
Yeah. I mean, you're going from drinking $100-ish whiskey to a $20 bottle or $25 bottle. So like,
That's right.
you're in your element, buddy.
That's right.
But you get what you get. It is what it is. But we're going to close this up because we're just over our timeline and we do need to close it up. So sorry, guys, I didn't entirely read chat. I'm going to go through and read everyone's chat here behind closed doors, but Alec does have to head out. So we will see you all later. And, stay tuned. We're going to continue to bring content moving forward. And we appreciate you guys. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, check out, other people's videos. Go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe to everyone else who has an amazing channel in here, just to name a few. We got 4 Leaf Whiskey, Northwest Bourbon, Independent Joe. Go ahead and check them out. Cheers, y'all. We'll see you later.